guys, it's your favorite girl, Ifeloluwa, and I'm what? Your favorite mental health bestie. So for my first timer, thank you so much for coming to this channel. Sit in a comfy couch, grab a cold juice or water or freshly squeezed orange with some ice cubes. I mean, just grab something and feel good. If you're in a warm environment, grab something cold. If you're in a cold environment, grab something hot, like hot coffee, you know. If you're a returnee, oh, welcome too. Thank you for coming back, and I mean, grab something nice too, you know. Today is quite special because today I'll be talking about how traveling can help you to manage stress. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. And you know, it's always conversation now. So if you have any comments, please drop it. We'll continue from there. So let's get right into it. So we'll be discussing 4 points that surrounds traveling and how it can be instrumental in enhancing your mental health. The aim is to reduce stress. So I'm going to be sharing personal experiences to explain this point. The first thing we'll be discussing today is mindful traveling. The background story goes thus: I'm far away from home, somewhere I'm not used to, and the weather is pretty cold. Did I say pretty? Extremely cold. And you know, at some point I thought I could handle this, but it became overwhelming. It became depressing because you have to go with extra layers of clothes, wear jackets. That weather condition was adding to my existing stress. And I was like, I need a break. You see, mindful traveling. I needed a break. I needed to go somewhere warmer to just relieve myself of some of this stress. That's mindful traveling. So in mindful traveling, you need a purpose. You need a reason why you want to do this, and that will also inform your decision on where to go. So for example, you could be a writer and you're experiencing what they call writer's block. You could go somewhere to get inspired. So traveling here doesn't have to be you're flying to some other countries, you're spending a lot of money. It doesn't have to be traveling somewhere very far. Maybe you have to go by bus or by train for 24 hours. No, it doesn't have to be all of those. It's just like going to a very specific destination, going somewhere new to gain some form of experience or to get inspired by something or to change environment. So it could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. Just first of all, you have to have in mind the reason and the purpose why you're going to this particular place. That's one important point to note when you're doing a mindful traveling. You also need to know the cost implication of whatever it is you're doing, so you can also prepare well in terms of finances. You know, when it comes to money, money can stress you. Money can stress you, so you need to make a budget that, okay, when I get there, I'll be spending this, I'll buy this, I don't need to buy that, and all of those stuff. It's also very, very important. So what I do is I plan ahead. I look for a period of time when I book flights, or if it's train, it's quite cheaper. So all of these decisions and planning helps to manage stress. You need to also know what is allowed, especially if you're traveling by air. So guys, I want to share one story. I was traveling to Georgia, and from Georgia I was also traveling to Cyprus, and this airline, they have a baggage allowance, and I tried to comply. And when I was going to Georgia, I didn't face any form of trouble, no hassle. It was really stress-free. And on getting to Georgia, from Georgia I traveled same to Cyprus, and smooth, very easy journey, easy peasy. The attendants were nice, people were cool, airport was not stressful, everything went on well. And guys, returning from Cyprus back to my destination, That was when I know that yes, you need to plan. You need to know what is allowed and what is not allowed, because these people you never can tell. And they like had to fit in my bag randomly inside some some iron or something. Like there's something they just fit in your bag to ensure your bag fits in. And then my bag was in a vertical position and I fit in this bag and it was okay. And the lady was like, no way, I have to make my bag in some vertical position. I was like, really? Why? And she insisted, or else I was going to pay one ridiculous amount of money. This amount I was asked to pay was even more than the flight fare. That's crazy. So I had to try to fit in this bag vertically, and it did not work. And I was like, so what do we do now? So I had to discard some of my clothes at the airport and all of those merry-go-round, trouble, hassle, stress, panicking. I mean, name it, name it, name it. So this is one thing to also consider when you're traveling. Be very, very sure that you're really compliant with whatever they want. Yeah, that's one aspect of stress-free traveling. Traveling can also lead to self-discovery. Yeah. First of all, you're meeting new people from different culture, from different environment, from different countries, as the case may be. It could be from different states. There's something different about this person. And when you try to engage with such kind of persons, you can also learn something new about yourself. That's one. Secondly, it leads to self-discovery because you are learning something new. It could be anything. I'll give you very basic examples. When you're traveling, for example, you need to know how to navigate your way. A typical example is if you're in European countries and you're traveling, you know, Europeans, they value their language a lot and their culture. And nobody would just randomly speak English to you when you ask questions. They speak their language. If you're very lucky, you might find someone that can speak English. But if you're not so lucky, you need to find out to navigate things yourself. And in doing so, you learn something new about yourself. For example, I suck at using maps and all those things. And imagine you being lost for a couple of period, roaming about, and you becoming frustrated. And you remember our aim is to manage stress. That's why we're traveling. And you discover that, oh, I can read the map better. That's a self-discovery. You've also gained a new skill and a new experience as regards that. So those are some of the benefits that you can get from traveling. You learn new things about yourself. You discover things yourself. You become even more confident in yourself. That's from my own personal experience, which I know it could be applicable to some other persons. It depends. That's one aspect. The second aspect is that you can get inspired by anything, anywhere when you travel. Just need to immerse yourself in that moment and absorb whatever you can feel around you, and you see how much of inspiration you would get when you travel and you meet new people, you meet new culture. You could also learn new things from them, and in learning those things, you could even discover some new things about yourself. You could learn to try some other meal. For example, I was not really open-minded to trying something my taste bud is not used to. I used to say that I can't eat this, I can't pair this food with this, I can't pair that food with that. Self-discovery. But now I've discovered so many new things about myself that my taste bud is more spontaneous than I imagined. I can eat anything now. I mean, I'm not so scared to try new things. That's also something I discovered while traveling. If I had not gone to these destinations, I would still be stuck with my one-way belief that this is the only thing I can do, this is the only thing I can try. So traveling exposes you, it dares you to try something new. It pushes you from your comfort zone, which is very, very essential. To get things done, to achieve things in life, you need to get out of your comfort zone. So that's another benefit of traveling, and that's something you can also discover about yourself. Also, I usually think I'm not able to initiate conversation with new people or to start a conversation, but I was wrong about myself, because recently when I started traveling and going places, meeting new people, I've realized that I'm able to somehow initiate conversations talk with these people, learn from them, share experiences together, and all those stuff. So traveling has led me to several self-discoveries. I'll show you guys a video of a friend I met. She's from Belgium, and I mean, I got to like interact with her, and she shared some very exciting things about her culture. You can see the video up. So those are one of the numerous ways traveling can lead you to self-discovery. Lastly, I'll be talking about nature. Okay, so also it's very important. Traveling to a nature destination can be very, very, very beneficial for your mental health, which can also help to reduce or manage stress. So, for example, you go to somewhere that there are lots of forests, or there are bushes, or they have a very green scenery, or you can go somewhere very beautiful. You could go to the zoo, somewhere that connects you with nature. This is very helpful because it can help to improve your mood. You can see this really, my mood is really cool because I am in a very new environment. I'm in a place that connects me with nature. So, for example, you could go to the beach. It's a form of traveling, you know. Go to any beach you find around you. Be with the stillness of the water. Watch the waves as they like stir and all those stuff. It's really, really very good because it helps to calm you down. It's like a reset button. I mean, so going to a nature destination is quite also very important. It can also help your cognitive ability. You know, sometimes when I see nature, I begin to question some things, and in that quest, my thinking capacity is expanding because I'm like, oh, what's the difference between ocean, a sea, and a lake? You know, I've never thought of all those things before. So you can begin to question certain things, and in doing so, you're expanding your thinking capacity. You could think you're only expanding your thinking capacity at that moment. In that moment, you're trying to inquire about something. It also helps you in other situations, especially when you get back to your destination. So that's one advantage of going to a nature destination. Secondly, guys, traveling can also help to increase your physical activity. Because, for example, you could go somewhere, like we're talking about nature, there have a lot of mountains, there are a lot of hills. You know that energy that comes with, oh, I want to see this mountain, I want to see these new places. It also helps to increase your physical activity because you do a lot of mountain climbing, a lot of hiking, a lot of walking around. You know, the best way to really see things is by walking. When you walk, you see new things. It could be a particular kind of bird you've never seen. It could be a particular kind of flower that looks so special, that looks different from the usual you've always seen. It could be anything. So traveling also helps to increase your physical activity. And you know, when you have an increased physical activity, it helps your mood. It also helps you to manage stress. I hope you guys kind of like get the gist of today's discussion. So, guys, I want you to tell me, where is your next destination? Anyways, thank you for sticking till the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing more from you. We could continue this conversation at comment section. It's not exhaustive. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, invite people to see, and I hope we have a fulfilled time moving from one place to the other, changing destinations, improving our mood, managing stress, and overall enhancing our mental health. Remember, I'm your bestie and I'm here for you, and there's no health without mental health. Bye.